with the The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And here are the starters. Charles, what are your thoughts on Jeremy Hill?
He provides a thump in this offense. A great runner who goes inside and establishes a tone for his team.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's Newman. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. He'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago, 5 catches, 53 yards.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
And he fires one incomplete. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
When it comes to Le'Veon Bell, it's not about the numbers. It's about his style. And when we watch him run the football and almost stop time behind the line of scrimmage before he finds the hole he wants to run through, it's a style that's his and unique to him. I'm not sure everyone else can emulate it.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. And a give this time to the tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue
contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And now running right through it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, and for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a third down.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And again the footwork. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Eli Rogers that time. And that'll bring up second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to float this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from it, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. So they're operating in the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Looking to throw. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. To throw now on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Come on, let's go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Open now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
The Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Room here to run. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go!
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And an alley to run. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go!
They'll drop to throw. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green, 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Ross on the return. Look at this spin.
Balance.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Steelers are happy to be sitting in the locker room with the lead. The Bengals just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Steelers with the ball, end of the first. Coverage breaks down here. After the short pass, he'll score. Steelers go up by 4. Offense out now after the fumble. Sweezy's going to shift out to the right side, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. The lead now at 11. Steelers have it on 2nd and 5. McClellan's by himself here, and he's going to go 56 yards for the score. That takes the lead up to 18.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half 2. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll set up a throw. And an alley to run.
Whoosh.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Fresh set of downs here. He'll look to throw. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Here we go with 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And he's got some space here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Newman. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right around the 31. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. That was close to a big play and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Hill. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And this is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. And in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Second down following the run. He'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, look at that. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some, because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now!
They'll look to throw here. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 37 yards on the punt with no return. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Newman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. They'll look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack on first down there by the defense, and now it's second down. Looking to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's go.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The offense on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Play clock winding down. And his kick here is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Let's go! Spread 38! Spread 38!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. This is going to be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out and made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Down right around the 25. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Let's go!
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And now out come the Steelers. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Pittsburgh, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.